Hello everyone, my name is NWR Breakvan, and today we're doing something a little different. A review not on a wooden railway item, an Ertl item. And this specific Ertl item is the ultra rare 1984 Paperface Ertl Thomas. Let's begin with the review.
Shut the fuck.
Now, before we start off with anything, we should talk about Ertl as a toy company itself. Ertl was created in 1945, producing die-cast toys of cars and other vehicles like that. But in 1984, they started producing die-cast Thomas toys after Britt, allcroft, and David Mitten made the Thomas the Tank Engine show. The toy line started off great with the first 7 engines with paper faces, but soon later they would get rid of the paper faces and replace them with really cool 3D faces that looked like they just came right out of the show. The toy company produced pretty much everything that was seen on screen, including engines, rolling stock, and even like lesser known things like Scrap Trevor or the Breakdown Train or this one crane that you see like once ever. But every good thing has to come to an end, and in 2004 they produced one last line with the season 7 gang, and then the toy line ended.
Get in the fucking kitchen now, fam. Make me something to eat. Maybe a fucking sandwich.
Now everyone, let's get on to the actual model itself.
This is the greatest thrill of my life! I'm king of the world! Woohoo! Woohoo!
Now let's start things off with the most obvious, how the model looks. It looks so much like the TV series prop. Holy cow, how did they get it this accurate? Like seriously, if you compare this to the actual TV prop, I would just say this is the mini version of this. That just shows how committed Ertl was by making accurate and very good toys. And this was in the 80s, when toy companies didn't really care. Actually, wait, no, I take back my statement. They care more than now. Now let's talk about the wheels. The Ertl Thomas & Friends wheels are so good. They're so good, in fact, that they even have counterweights. Counterweights! That is mind-blowing to me that this specific toy has counterweights. And no other Thomas toy line has counterweights like Ertl. Besides that time Wooden Railway did it. But we don't talk about that. Ertl even decided to put side rods. Side rods. One thing that most manufacturers would just leave out because they're too hard to do on wheels and would be too complex for kids and they would break off pretty easily. It works for Trackmaster because those are bigger models, but it doesn't work for something like Take-Along because it's too small. The way Ertl got around this was so ingenious. They just got a little piece of plastic and put it over the wheels, and yeah, they don't move, which is a little bit disappointing, but it's still there, and that's what counts in the end. And you can actually tell that there was some effort and some thought put into what they were trying to make. And I can think of no other toy line that has side rods like Ertl. Besides Bachmann. Besides Hornby. And Trackmaster. Okay, let's just move on. Let's go on to the body now. The body is made out of full-on die-cast. And somehow, they got all of Thomas's proportions right. Especially when you put into thought that this was made in 1984, when we had infinitely worse technology than we have today, and today we're still getting this. These are acceptable Thomas toys. Are you sure about that? Moving on from that rant, here's some more positives about the body. The lining is excellent. The number 1 is printed on perfectly. It has open cabbed windows. Oh, they even molded out boiler bands. This is such a little thing that you can just like get away with, but they still did it. I think what would have made it a little better is if they painted it red, but at the same time, there are limitations, and I think it would just be a waste to paint something that would get chipped off so easily red. The running board is crafted to perfection. It looks amazing, and the dip is also great. And surprisingly, the buffers haven't fallen off. Surprising. My bro even has a molded co-load. If I can find two little critiques in this model, it would be how the back of the cab is painted black and there's no window anywhere. It's just plain black. You couldn't even paint it blue. One last nitpick that I have on this model is the lining on the back of the bunker. It's just too big. Why is it this big? It was never this big in the like, what? That's just a small nitpick and it's pretty unnoticeable, so it's like, yeah, whatever. What I also like about this model is a little sticker detail on it. They made the front and two cab windows and a crappy whistle. Sarcasm aside, let's talk about the main thing most people want to know about this item. The face. It's a sticker also. This face screams classic Thomas. This is the face that they used to promote everywhere when the show was first airing. It's an RWS Thomas pulling a blue truck with this amazing face. Like, holy cow. You cannot name a more iconic image than this. Come on, try it. You'll fail. Anyways, this face is amazing, and if you disagree, you're wrong. So yeah, that's the model itself. It's a pretty great model, and I would recommend if you do find it anywhere for a cheap price, buy it immediately. And with that, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.
Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe or we'll all be annoyed.